Good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good whatever. Welcome back to the Super Metroid 2023 Randomizer League. We have another exciting race for you tonight, so hopefully everybody watching is really excited. We have FrencHForCe versus Shaktool's Nightmare. I will say that both of these teams raced earlier today. I will not tell you how the race turned out. I think it's worth checking out yourself. So please do yourself a favor and watch the early race. But anyways, my name is Kev Nastix, and with me I have Junie June joining me on commentary. And Junie, you want to talk about what the logic is and what kind of race we're going to be looking at today?
I do. Sorry, I'm trying to get this window fit in here. Yeah, so we have co-op, full, and boss shuffle. So basically what that means is any items can be anywhere. They're not restricted to any kind of item pools within logic, of course. And boss shuffle, obviously bosses can be shuffled. And we have co-op, which means they're going to be sharing information with each other. So they'll be playing the same seeds as each other, but sharing information so that one person can go to one place and kind of scout it out, another person go to another place, scout it out, and they can tell each other where all the things are. So pretty exciting. It makes full kind of a more interesting distribution of items.
I mean, I'm really excited about it. There was a lot of really interesting discrepancies between one team to the next in the last race. And I wonder if either team did any strategic discussions before this started. Yeah, MM2 talking about more area in the chat. I am definitely all about more area randomizer, but you know what? I got to tell you, with the way that we're doing today, you know, like you're talking about the co-op and the information sharing, I think that actually makes a vanilla map scenario a little bit more interesting than a traditional randomizer. And full area, even without full countdown, I think it really expands the amount of decision making that we're going to see. And I'm just hoping for a lot of route divergence, and if possible, maybe something a little trollier than we had last time. Although, gotta admit, that was about as trolly as it gets. It's just that the trolliness was circumvented by one runner in particular very early on, and led to the race probably being a little bit further apart than it should have been.
So, I mean, your commentary curse of wanting late explosives did come true. What
can I curse them with this time?
Yeah. What do you want to see this time, Kev?
I mean, as much as I want to see like late supers, I think it would actually be more fun to have a required suitless Meridia, and not just a single required suitless Meridia, but a double required suitless.
Ooh, the fabled double suitless Meridia.
You know, I have actually in my life, I've played one seed that was a triple required suitless Meridia. It was a very exciting seed, but you don't get the double very often. So I think that would be really great to see.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you that your curse comes true.
I mean, in week one, I kind of hit the nail on the head a lot. I will say the first major item we had in the last run between these two teams, we did have Grapple Beam. So I'm kind of interested to see what we get after Morphball. Anybody that doesn't quite know what the difference is between major items and minor items, even though we have a full randomizer, your major items are all of your suit upgrades, beam upgrades, unique items, things like that. And your minor items are your ammo. What our runners, there's an early super right there, which is exactly what our runners, they want to try to find missiles, super missiles, and power bombs about as early as they can, because that opens up about as much of the map as you can get opened up without any major items. So we'll take a look and see. Junie and I were talking that in the last race, probably one of the best things you can do in a co-op scenario is to try to deviate in the route that you choose, if you can, and there's those power bombs, so no trolliness here. But deviate in the routes if you can, so that you can say, hey, I found this over here. Hey, I found this over here. So you kind of get an idea of what's in different areas. So when the other runner goes to that area, they have less checks that they actually have to make. So it would make sense for one runner to kind of do like a Billy Mays check here while the other runner kind of dips out and tries to look for something else, so they can track more ground and kind of figure out where all the good stuff is hidden.
Yeah, it looks like that's what we're doing over on the Shaktool's Nightmare side. Oh, on both sides. Wish went up too. Up to
I
Billy
think
Mays.
that's a really great way to do it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to say which team, but it looks like one of our teams learned from last seed, and we got a charge beam fine. So I wouldn't be surprised if Magoo and Pixel run right back for that.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So this is different than Multitroid. So anybody that wants to know the difference between this and Multitroid, you will share items and you will share energy. In this info share, everybody is playing the exact same seed. You know, you're just kind of telling the other runner like, hey, I found this here. You should come and check it out. So it's definitely very interesting. This is not with area fishing. This is going to be vanilla map. But it's info share. So anybody that followed Randomizer League Season 3, this is pretty much the same thing we did with Route Rando. We're just using the vanilla map.
So this is interesting too. They did get an additional set of power bombs, so they can still deviate from each other. One can go up the elevator and one can go through meme route if they choose to do that.
Yeah, it's nice to have this many power bombs available early. I think meme route is a really good play, and we'll see. I mean, I think that's the best thing they can do is just go for deviation here. And it looks like that's exactly what's happening. You have Weisha's going to meme route, Rusty's going to meme route. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Pixel Perfect and Magoo go up the climb and check what they can up there. You know, you have the old Mother Brain. You've got, I mean, you can check climb supers, but who wants to? You know, you can actually check and pick up over there at 230 and then bomb Torizo. So this could route nicely for the other ones. I wouldn't be surprised if the meme route runner just goes like completely clockwise and the other runner, who knows? Maybe we'll head toward wreck ship.
Speaking of that early climb supers check too, that can be a dangerous room, especially with this loadout. They don't have really any way to take care of the what are the boyons in there? Those little yellow jumpy guys.
They could take care of the boyons. It's 3 power bombs, but you don't want to run out of power bombs. And if they're doing a 230 check here now and there's no spring ball, I mean, it's, you know, plus you're going to take all that damage on the spikes without grapple beam. So, like, even if you could get the item, why would you want to? So, like, let's say they found speed booster here. I know they need speed booster to get there. I'm kind of like, my brain goes really, really fast. And then, like, I hear it out loud and I'm like, whoa, slow down. That's wrong.
All right, Pixel and Magoo going up the climb, everybody's favorite room. Yeah. Both of them are wall climbers too.
Dude, I hate the climb so much that right before I got hurt, I started learning the behemoth climb or the just defend climb because after 2 years of playing, I could no longer wall jump after not having any trouble with it for like 2 years. So that room sucked.
I've never been able to wall jump, so I learned the Behe climb pretty much right away.
Ooh, high jump boots is a phenomenal find for movement early on, especially really once you get past the Brinstar area. The rooms are kind of set up for high jump once you get into Norfair, so definitely something all runners would like to see kind of early. So that's pretty good, and we are getting some route deviation here, and it looks like we got, you know, Rusty and Weish kind of operating off of the same brain, even though they're different teams, and vice versa with Pixel Perfect and Magoo. So this is really cool to see what happens here.
Yeah, and also that high jump boot is that's making your curse come true.
High jump boots
and grapple. What have you done, Cav?
What is this telling us right now? Like we are right now one beam away from some really fun stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
I'll leave it at that.
If you do this again, I never want you to commentate my races.
I mean, I have had pretty good luck during Randomizer League so far with this, but there's no way it can happen again. I don't know. But we'll see what Rusty finds here behind Wavegate. So, and I do like this play. Like, I really feel like I want to see.
Well, there's our gravity suit.
Heckin' seed. We almost had it. We were off to a good start. We were off to a good start.
I've never been so disappointed to see a grav suit.
That's all right. I'm sure there'll be something else fun. I mean, you know, we were a little disappointed in the last run too, and we still got some really good stuff. I like Magoo checking Gauntlet here. You know, I kind of am a little surprised that Pixel Perfect is not doing that. But, you know,
Yeah, I
It is
like to
what it
check with co-op. I don't know. For me, it seems like you can be a little bit more thorough, um, because you have somebody else checking other things as well. So you're both kind of clearing the whole map as you go through, and you can find every good thing that's available.
Yeah, no kidding. But if something is really good here at Gauntlet, Pixel is going to be probably a long way away from getting it. So that could really, and unfortunately for FrencHForCe, it's only a pack of super missiles. But to be honest, super missiles is good damage output right now. It's definitely something you want a little bit earlier. Runners do have charge beam, and they got charged early in their last race too. So there's not going to be any kind of ammo hunt going on. But it could affect like Ridley fights in Mother Brain, and something a little bit later if we don't find any good beams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Eden 8 in chat is already calling out Varia suit at Shaktool, and with this loadout, I mean, that is not far-fetched at all. So I guess if we want to keep one, trolley dream alive, that is as good as any.
Oh, well, definitely not a shortage of power bombs in this seed.
No,
Space
no
jump
kidding.
down at Etacoon's.
That's really, really good movement too, especially with high jump boots.
Yeah.
And it just really, we already have gravity suits, so space jump getting through Meridia is like absolute, so pleasant. Really good to find. Norfair, even if we end up doing Norfair hell runs, it's going to be pretty good to have space jump and high jump boots. So looking like this is going to be a really healthy seed for energy. Early on, we've got some good E-tanks, and it's looking like it's going to be really good for movement too. So I don't know. Jet seed could be a possibility, but we could also have a super trolley Varia suit. So
you know, I missed what happened in Pixel's screen. Did he get to the boss and find out it was nobody he wanted, or what happened over there? Did you see?
I mean, I'm not really paying attention, Junie, not at all. So, but Chad is calling out there that it was Ridley there. So,
okay.
Definitely good knowledge, really good to know. But
yeah,
that gives FrencHForCe a little bit of a lead right here, because we got Magoo dropping down into Green Bryn. And, probably we saying, hey, you got to come on down here. We got space jump. We got some really cool stuff. And what I'm hoping to see at this point is when we get to Red Tower, I'd like to see one of the FrencHForCe runners go to Wrecked Ship and maybe check out some of the, check out check out X-Ray, Alpha, and Beta Powerbomb location, and then get that Wrecked Ship kind of, scope out that area. Now, imagine if that happens and one of the FrencHForCe runners also does Crate and we happen to find Fantoon there. That could make for a very interesting go there. So, hey, I don't know. I still think that, obviously it's early on, it's anybody's match, but these route deviations are really, really cool right now. And we'll have to see if that really information helps Shaktool's nightmare or puts them at a disadvantage for not having done this check right now.
One relatively minor advantage that it can give is knowing that Ridley is there allows you to know that Ridley is not anywhere else. And with Gravity Suit, there's no other boss that's a problem. So they don't have to worry about what boss they're going to run into. They can just charge right into the room and not, worry about whether it's going to be Ridley or not. So they don't need to save. They don't need to really think about it. Oh, Plasma! My goodness!
Okay. So we must have missed it. Yeah, it looks like Magoo already got Plasma. I didn't happen to notice that.
I didn't see that.
But yeah, just to show so Maddie in chat, we have FrencHForCe on the left, Shaktool's Nightmare on the right. It's team info share. So they're playing the exact same seeds, but they're able to tell each other like, hey, I found this here, you should go there. So they're able to deviate routes and kind of, figure things out. So the item trackers are basically in the right spots for the right runners. So those are the items that those particular runners have picked up. The only thing on the layout that's kind of a little wonky is, Magoo's timer is a little messed up, but that's okay. This is everybody's working really hard over here at Speed Gaming, and I got to tell you, I really like the layout for this season. I think it looks really, really cool.
It's nice. It really does.
So GG for whoever put that together, by the way.
I don't think that timer is messed up. I think it has character.
I mean, it beats the hell out of a Blatt timer. I'm going to say that right now. Sorry if Derp's in the chat listening, but I'll take it.
All right, and Russ picking up that
grapple
beam.
I mean, kind of. I mean, I'm really happy to see Rusty pick up that grapple beam, just in case Varia is at Shaktool. So that could be a very good heads-up play because there's really no other reason to pick up grapple beam there except for the fact that grapple beam is just easily the best beam in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn. It's a little bit out of the way, but yeah, it could come into play.
Well, think about this: if Shaktool is, like let's say Varia is at Shaktool and we don't get enough E-tanks to do a suitless lower Norfair, I mean that could save Rusty a lot of time, but it could also, hey, maybe we're gonna have a suitless lower Norfair and then you want grapple beam anyway. So it still has potential utility. We're only 12 minutes in. I don't disagree with the pickup.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree with it. I don't know if I would do it, but definitely could work out.
I mean, I personally go out of my way for grapple beam. So
I would go out of my way for it if I didn't already have gravity and space jump and high jump. Like, there's so much movement. Really the only thing that it is gonna be good for is Shaktool.
Yeah, or farming if you happen to decide that it's worth doing Varia lists if you get enough E-tanks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's looking like a healthy seed so far. I mean, look at how many E-tanks Rusty already has at 13 minutes and 40 seconds. Same thing with Magoo.
And flying through this seed.
He is flying through the seed, and Rusty is an RBO runner and is pretty good at RBO. Has a lot of experience doing that, so it is something we could potentially see. But I'm actually starting to think that we're not going to get any trolliness here. This looks like it's going to be kind of a direct seed. And I could see Rusty taking on Ridley right now. He knows Ridley's here. He's got, I don't like the super count, but he does have charged plasma. He's got a healthy amount of E-tanks. I would go back to the ship and fill up full-on supers and then take on Ridley personally.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I would do it, but it's something he could do.
It's something he could do, come to think of it like, is it a good play? Is it a bad play? Like, you can always do it later.
Right.
Imagine if Varia's suit is in wreck ship, though. Like, if the logic somehow puts you to wreck ship, you get your Varia suit to wreck ship, and then you fight Ridley then. And then you have to go all the way back to lower Norfair.
The thing about fighting Ridley now versus fighting later is it's going to be the same fight either way, only later you might have more stuff and potentially a Varia.
I like a challenge, though, Junie. And I know I can do it.
That is fair. All right, we're getting
if you know me,
X-ray check.
I'm an RBO main, so anytime I get to flex my Hell Run muscles, I'm going to do it.
Oh, for sure.
So I like this check from Magoo right here. Plenty of energy, not really going to have to worry about spike damage at all, even though gravity does no environmental protection. But space jump, grapple, I mean, logic is definitely saying this is a very good check to do if you happen to be over here, so get it done. Weish is going to go find out that the boss is Ridley at wreck ship. And, looking at this loadout here, I hope Weish does it. And I want to see Ridley beat. Come on, Weish.
Is that 25 or 35 missiles?
I think it's 25, but he does have charged plasma. So, if he connects every super, I don't really like this fight. Come on, you got to get some pogo manips in here. Like, you got a lot of energy, but I don't know. The RBO runner in me is going, this is not safe. I think Weish can do this, though.
Yeah, it'll be pretty tight. Let's see, 5 supers short.
Rusty found Varia. Oh my God, where was Varia?
Oh, it was 35.
Beta power bombs?
He had 35. So.
Oh, GG Weish.
Okay.
Where was it? Beta power bombs, Alpha PBs. So Rusty is making all the smart checks today.
He found the Varia up there. Oh my goodness.
Weish is flexing some serious muscle there, and got that done. So, but here's the deal: like, Weish is at. When is Weish going to go down? I hope Weish goes down right now, gets Varia's suit before Magoo gets a little too far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where else he would go other than down right now.
I mean, you can't really clear, you can't really do anything in wreck ship. So I think that's actually a good thing. But how far is Magoo going to get? Because right now, we're going to have 2 Varia suits over on Shaktool's Nightmare, and Shaktool's Nightmare is in full go mode.
Well, they're looking for
well,
speed or ice.
Well,
I don't think
Crystal Flash. I'm just saying.
I don't think either of them are going to do that. I'm pretty sure
but they
Pixel
should.
doesn't
Come
know
on,
it.
come on. It's basically free.
Basically free.
If you have 100 power bombs, it's basically free. They can pick up a few more packs of power bombs.
I'll give you that.
So, where there's a will, there's a way. But honestly, right now,
very fast
with the availability of where the Varia suit is, it could be a race to our Shaktool locate. It could be a race to our our Batoon access. But they might not even need it if, like, let's say Magoo finds Dragon here.
Yeah, you know what I want to see happen? I want to see one of them in each team. I want to see one of them go up to Meridia and one of them go down to Lower Norfair.
Yes.
And start searching. And then somebody's going to find ice or speed somewhere. And Rusty, I don't know if Rusty would do the suitless CF clip or not. I really don't. I know that he doesn't like it. I know that he doesn't want to do it, but if he's in the situation where it's like, I can do this now or go all the way down to Lower Norfair to get speed first, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of good that he's going to Meridia. I actually wouldn't be surprised if he's just going here to scout out and see if his access is here. So I think it's a really good play. I want to see Weish pick up this Varia suit right now. Unfortunately, Magoo was a little quick on or a little slow on that last super, but let's see this crate finish up because we know Weish is going to get Varia suit, so Magoo's going to get Varia suit. And then what do you think is going to happen? Like, looking at what Rusty's doing and what Pixel Perfect's doing right now, I kind of want Magoo and Weish to both go do Lower Norfair and just crush the seed.
You want like both of them to go down?
Yeah, just because like I'm looking and seeing what Rusty's doing, and even though I think it's the right call, think about geographically if they both go down and kill Lower Norfair.
Yeah. If the stuff is if either ice or speed are down there, then that would be absolutely the way to go.
Yeah, I definitely think Magoo's going to go down there, but I kind of like, I think without having Batoon access, I'm still saying that Meridia is the way to go. But if you lost the last race, maybe you're banking on your opponents to be in the same position you are now, thinking one is going Meridia and one's going Norfair. You might just want to say like, hey, why don't we both do this geographically, get ahead, and we're going to just bank on our access being found down here, but we won't have to go back.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll see what they decide to do. Oh,
I know. I am a little sad, just echoing chat here. I am a little bit sad that Magoo doesn't get to show us suitless Lower Norfair again, but I'm pretty sure he's excited about not having to do that one more time.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah, epic is definitely it. So, but Magoo is making the smart play. And I think it's the correct play. It's just not the one that I wanted to see for an interesting race.
Yeah, unfortunately for FrencHForCe, they are following in Rusty and Pixel's footsteps. If they do the same things that Shaktool's Nightmare does, they're probably going to stay just one step behind.
So, but we got that screw attack there, so that's nice, and Pixel probably found that as well, so very cool. But yeah, what's with the movement now? So Pixel Perfect, I believe, has the strongest movement out of all the runners here.
Yes.
I think Magoo and Rusty are pretty close in terms of movement, and even though I know who Weish is, I'm not very familiar with Weish, so I don't know how solid his movement is in the game.
I think he's right in the same place as Magoo and Rusty. I would say the three of them are pretty evenly matched, and Pixel is like a step ahead movement-wise.
Yeah. So when a race comes down to movement, it's super exciting, but the stronger runner always has the advantage. I think that's where people who focus on vanilla have a strong advantage in randomizers. I feel like people who have a vanilla focus tend to have tighter ledge grabs, tighter movement, just an overall
for sure
better handle of Samus, whereas like people who predominantly play randomizer might be better as far as like backup strats, you know?
Yeah. All right,
And then
Rusty's
there's
checking
some
the
of us.
pits. I assume Rusty saved before dipping into that pit. I didn't see though. He'll probably check both of them and.
Well, the thing that's really going to.
Oh, there's speed.
And there it is.
Oh my goodness! There's our go
Ouch.
mode. Oh,
Okay.
wait, where's Magoo? Magoo left Meridia.
Magoo's going to get Varia suit.
Oh, he hasn't been in there yet.
Yeah. So, which is kind of, maybe he's just using it like, I'm already here, let me go get this. So I think that's really good. But the fact that Rusty just found speed, like that really gives Shaktool's Nightmare a significant advantage right now.
Yeah, they're just going to charge. This is going to be an incredibly fast seed. They're just going to hit the bosses and call it a day.
Yeah, Diddy, I didn't really see too much. It looked like Magoo might have just dipped out of Meridia at Red Fish Room and just decided to get his Varia suit. I'm not going to be surprised if Magoo just goes back to Meridia, but I also I would go to Norfair if I was him, even though I know right now it's not the call.
If he was going to stay in Meridia, I don't know why he wouldn't have just stayed there in the first place.
Yeah, and gotten the Varia suit afterwards. So this looks like a lower Norfair play to me.
Yeah, or he might be going into Upper Norfair to search for the speed while Wish goes down, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do.
See, I think this would have been the correct call before going to Meridia. What Magoo is doing.
Yeah.
Couple, I would assume that the runners are sharing knowledge through a Discord call, but they most certainly could use DMs if they wanted to. I want to see Rusty Spark here just for funsies because it looks cool. Aww. I like unnecessary swag for just kicks and giggles.
Have we seen a quick kill yet? I
No,
only saw two of the
actually, I think we have.
Well, hopefully we get another stand-up. Braid really deserves that love.
So if you're Magoo and you get the Ice Beam right now, like, you totally go to Lower Norfair.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
So, but here's the thing. Wish is going to Lower Norfair. Wish is going to come out and get that Ice Beam. Meanwhile, Pixel Perfect is probably going to just go all the way to Meridia and get Speed Booster. So they get a speed advantage, but you're going to have a little bit, and it's not... I think Ice and Metroid Rooms is definitely not as big of an advantage as Speed Booster is going to be overall for the whole seed, but that could have ramifications for Zeb Skip. Obviously, Rusty and Pixel could move through this seed a little bit faster. So I'm actually really happy with that Ice Beam find there because I think that makes the race a little more even because Magoo and Wish are not going to have to go for a search for their Batoon access. Like they know where it is now. Yep. So that's really cool. So we're seeing go mode for both teams, but potentially a different go mode.
Yeah, that is
interesting.
Yeah,
both teams are in theoretical go mode, Leno, because they have the knowledge of where their go mode items are, but Pixel doesn't have speed and Wish doesn't have ice yet. But they're definitely in knowledge go mode, which is a new go mode. I haven't heard of go mode yet. Hey, I'm on the mic. I'll say what
all right. The shrimp goes down.
I like what Bullet Catcher said. That's no mode.
I'm surprised Pixel didn't do a grapple kill on Trey. Or maybe he did partial grapple. I didn't see the beginning of the fight.
All right, Tracy. They're not in physical go mode. How's that? Can we compromise?
Dough mode.
Dough mode. Oh, no compromise. All right. I'll let you do comms next time.
All right, so we're just going to see all four players now just do a boss rush. This is almost like GT Classic at this point.
You got a similar look. I do think it's really cool though that both teams hit go mode.
Let's watch Rusty get this
a completely different
spark.
way.
Oh, he didn't get the spark.
This is really cool. I want to see like how the end game works. I mean, it's really cool that both teams are in Lower Norfair right now.
Yeah, everybody.
So, and I think we have roughly the same amount of bosses down. Like, I think, Shaktool's Nightmare has one more boss down. So.
Well, do they though? They, I think it's
I'm looking at the
each, don't they?
tracker. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh no, they have the same number of bosses down, just a slightly different set of bosses down. Because Weish already took out Ridley. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but with this ammo loadout and how healthy this seed has been with energy, like, I'm not really worried that Pixel is going to have trouble.
No.
But here's another thing. I mean, if you want to look at it, Pixel only has 4 E-tanks, and with this go mode is highly unlikely to pick up another one. So that's like one catch-up from like a major disaster. So
I imagine he'll do some quick checks. Like, he's looking here. I bet he's looking for a tank.
Yeah, if he finds one, I'm sure he'll pick it up. But I don't really see him going too far out of his way, especially with his confidence as like a 46 any % runner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his mother brain, I'm sure he feels very comfortable with. He can always save. I would hope to see him save before doing the fight if he doesn't find another tank. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, and I agree with Diddy that ice is not going to save as much time as speed. It's going to quicken up Turian a little bit, and with Dragon being in Lower Norfair, they don't need ice or speed to be in go mode, but it's, you know, like Tracy said, it's good to have those items for sure. I always feel better when I have ice. But again, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Just about anything can happen. I say Shaktool's Nightmare definitely has a pretty good lead, a pretty good sized lead. It just kind of depends on how fast Weish and Magoo kind of get through their bosses.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because Pixel is ahead, and then we have Magoo and Wish like almost screen for screen together, and then Rusty falling behind them. So
Magoo's a little bit, but Magoo is a little bit further along than Rusty. But Rusty has that speed advantage.
Yeah, it's just like it's interesting how Pixel and Rusty are kind of bookending Wish and Magoo. So we'll see how that turns out in the end. This is very close.
Yeah, this is really cool. I gotta say, I think it's a little closer than we initially thought, but I still think Shaktool's Nightmare has a sizable enough advantage.
And Wish doesn't have to go back into wreck ship to kill Ridley.
That is true. That is a good point. Meanwhile, Pixel does. So that
Pixel and Rusty
Weish,
both.
Yeah, that Ridley kill from Weish, like I said, like Pixel should go back and do it. Like that could be big for FrencHForCe.
It could. Hey, where did they get those bombs from? Where'd Wish pick up those bombs? Nobody else has bombs.
Ridley? Or I'm sorry, Space Jump maybe? I don't know. We'll see if Rusty picks him up at Space Jump. Oh, is Bubble Mountain Missile?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't happen to notice that pickup either. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Like, I almost wish Weish was a little closer to where Pixel is right now. Geographically, you know, you see how far away Pixel is, but like you mentioned, Junie, Pixel has to do wreck ship and Weish does not. Right now, where the heck is Fantoon? Is Fantoon in Meridia?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah, Fantoon's got to be in Meridia. This is cool. Wow, I'm really excited about this. This is definitely a little bit closer than the earlier race, and I think
what a difference.
Even though it's more of like a jet speed, definitely a little more exciting.
Oh, Pixel? Where are you going?
Yeah, I know he's on your team, Junie, but come on, I want him to bring this closer.
I don't know what. He's getting speed. That's right.
Stop.
Speed
He's getting speed. Okay, but he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
He doesn't have ice.
It doesn't matter. He's killed Dragon.
You're right.
So do you think going here?
I hope he realizes that.
Will that save more time than having to circumvent it?
I
think maybe picking up speed might still have been the better decision, even though it's not necessary.
Okay, he's going up the toilet. This is the way to go.
The toilet, the chute, the turbo tube. Let's go.
I think it makes sense, because otherwise he would have no Zeb skip material. He'd have to shoot the Zebs out, and he has the ammo for it. But
I cannot do speed Zeb skip, and I have no clue whether or not Pixel can. Yeah, FrencHForCe is probably not going to pick up speed. There's really no reason to do any more checks. Like I said this in week 1, and the longer I play randomizers, the more I say this is like, once you're in go mode, just go mode it. Stop making checks. Like if you have to have a door transition, screw it, just go.
Let's see. Wish is
speed does. I don't think
into-
speed saves 30 to 40 seconds on escape. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it does. I was thinking more like 15, but maybe it saves 30 to 40 because
what is Wish going after here?
Decline. This ice.
Oh, ice. That's where ice is. Okay.
Ice is nice. Now, I will say, Weish has to be a little bit careful with his energy. He's been flirting with disaster like Molly Hatchet for like the last 25 minutes.
I believe in his abilities.
I mean, he's got gravity suit and he's just got like Fantoon, but you know, still, you hit 1 or 2 crabs and you're not going to have a good day.
If I'm in his situation, I'm probably going to farm some crabs on the way because there's so many and they love to give big 20s. So we'll see what he does. But either way, I have faith. I have faith in him.
Look at how close Rusty and Magoo are, and look at the difference speed makes. Like, they were both, like, Rusty was in Dragon, like, after Magoo.
Yeah.
And he's already caught up. And I think Magoo did, well, Magoo did probably a couple extra checks that Rusty did or did not have to do. Original Mothman, I'm not sure. Ice, I mean, depending on how good you are with Powerbomb killing the Metroids, it's not as slow as people think compared to ice. It just kind of depends on how good you are at doing it. I think I would almost rather have, I don't know. Why do I feel like I would rather have, I feel like I would rather have speed than ice in Turian. But then there's also
speed than ice?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, in this situation, I don't know. I hate doing a Powerbomb Turian.
I mean,
you're probably right.
I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to agree with chat. Like Magoo and Weish going this way, and like even Rusty going this way. Like, why?
Yeah, they should have gone the toilet route.
I don't know if it's Magoo or Magoo, so I just kind of like go back and forth. And you know, pretty cool guy, and nobody's yelled at me yet. So here we go.
Did Pixel fight Rusty? Fight Rusty. Did Pixel fight Ridley already?
No. No, he's got to do wreck ship.
Oh yeah, it's up in wreck ship. Right. Okay. I'm so lost in all these. He's also so far ahead. Like everybody's kind of in the same place except Pixel's out ahead. All right, come on, Wish. I want to see you get to the boss room before Rusty finishes Fantoon so we can see 3 Fantoons at once.
I mean, Fantoon has trolling enough patterns. It is certainly possible.
Come on, Rusty, get in a rage. Wait, he's my teammate. What am I saying?
This has been a very, very fascinating race, though. You know, it's as everybody in chat is arguing over Magoo's name, Magoo, Mega. Look, when he comes into the interview, he can give us a tutorial. I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing Tracy has. I haven't been corrected yet, so he's obviously not that bothered by it.
Take a look at these 3 Fantoon rooms.
I know. That's pretty awesome.
Pixel's the odd one out. Pixel, go back. Go back and just stand in the room for a second.
We're all getting hung up on names here. Let's get back to the race. This is super exciting. I still think Shaktool's Nightmare is like pretty far ahead, but like Look at this. So we got
Magoo and Rusty almost.
simultaneous team kills on Rusty and Magoo. So it's going to be a race to Ridley. And look at Pixel Perfect. Like, Weesh can just go, like, right to Turian after this.
Yep.
So this is going to be pretty heckin' close, I think.
Very close. It's very close.
Somebody mentioned baby skip. That could be a factor. But I gotta tell you, and this is not a slam on any of the runners here, but out of these 4 runners, there's one that I believe is pretty consistent on baby skip, and the other 2 not so much, but or the other 3, but like Magoo and Weesh are at a disadvantage because they don't have speed. Now, you can do speedless baby skip. I mean, I've done it with just loadout too, and Simo would tell you it's free. But definitely baby skip advantage over there for Rusty and Pixel Perfect. I think that, Weesh, it's going to be really close. Like, that was a pretty quick, ooh, Ridley's not dead yet? Okay, that was a pretty quick Ridley fight. And, I don't know. I'm trying to think here of, like, how far Pixel Perfect has to go from wreck ship versus how far Weesh has to go. Like, basically the GT Classic route. And I feel like Pixel is a little bit closer. This is going to be pretty tight.
Yeah, it'll be pretty close.
Oh, but you also have speed for Pixel Perfect, and that is a significant advantage. You got to do this ice clip for the ice clip here.
That ice beam is going to be really big in those Metroid rooms.
So,
Pixel's still looking for. What is Pixel looking for?
Well, Chad is pointing out that Magoo's going to have a much faster Ridley than Rusty. Oh, is Rusty forgetting about Ridley? He's going to fill up at the ship. That's got to be what he's doing.
Hope
but
so.
If this is a G3, this is bad.
Well, he's stopping the ship.
I think he's just refilling at the ship, but he could be refilling for Turian. This is not area.
Let's see which direction he runs.
You know, but right here, this could be huge. I hope he's just refilling. If this is a G3, I'm going to be very sad. Okay.
He goes right. That's a big time loss, though. Running all the way to the ship.
Yeah. Oh, Magoo, what are you doing? No.
What is Magoo looking for?
I don't know. Probably speed, but that gives... Now Rusty's going to get there first.
If they had any idea how close
Magoo's
this was, I don't think they'd be making these checks. But that's the thing. They don't know how close this is right now.
Seriously. Oh, my God. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know, Diddy. I don't know. I think you guys might have to have like a little, little team chat after this. Don't be too hard on him, though. I think he did a really good job at this seed.
I don't entirely disagree. I mean, maybe at this stage, the only thing he could possibly be looking for is speed. But at this point, it's probably too late.
Oh, he's right. Weesh did check that.
Oh, well, I mean, he probably didn't know that he checked it. They can communicate about all the well, if it was important though, if it was speed, I guess he'd know. Yeah, I don't know. And look,
Rusty's got more supers now, so now Rusty's Ridley fight is going to be at least as fast.
I don't think I would have gone back for those supers.
As much as I liked, I think it was a good heads-up play for Rusty to go back to the ship and refill. I wouldn't have done that.
No, not a chance.
I would have
not with charged
plasma, and that's what, 40 shots?
I think so, yeah.
So I'm not. So I think for this race, I think maybe it was the right call. I wouldn't have done it. Oh, jeez. So it's going to be a battle of like who's got the better Turian. You know, Rusty's going to get there faster. We got Weesh is already there, so really it's going to be all about who win. Like, I think speed is going to save more time than ice in this circumstance. I think Magoo had to not do that check and had to have a little bit better Ridley fight.
Well, the question too is how fast are Rusty and Pixel going to get that speed Zeb skip? They can both do it. They're both well versed in speed Zeb skip, but why
would you do it? Why would you do speed Zeb skip if you had charged plasma? Like I I would give it a 1 try and then, just go.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll see what they do.
So I don't know. I guess it's all about personal preference. Like me, for instance, I cannot speed Zeb Skip. I've never actually tried it. I've never practiced it. I would refill up the ship and just force super all the Zebatites and just go hard. But actually, if I was on Shaktool's Nightmare, Weish doesn't have to do that. Magoo doesn't have to do that.
I just want to point out, we are 42 minutes, almost 43 minutes into this thing, and we have 2 runners in Turian and 2 more runners hot on their heels.
This is a dirty fast seed, and Magoo is going to have a little faster Turian, but I think speed is going to be too strong.
Oh. Pixel doing the normal baby skip. Pixel mains the Stachio skip.
Ah.
So I'm surprised he was doing the traditional skip just then. I don't think he's ever gotten the traditional one.
Maybe he does the bomb spread Stachio.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, no wave beam, so that's why he wouldn't do Stachio. Good call, Diddy. Yeah.
He did. I saw him do it yesterday without wave, but he ended up getting grabbed through the transition. Sure, he didn't want to risk that again.
Like, how good is Magoo's Turian? Like, woo!
Rusty bumping the Metroids over.
This is a tight race, but I think the extra checks that FrencHForCe did is really hurting them right now.
Yeah, for sure. Like every check puts you at a farther disadvantage when it's this close.
Look at Pixel Perfect is going for this. Like, honestly, well, 10. He's only got 10 missiles, so like kind of has to get this. Oh, come on, Weish, get this Zeb skip. And it's average time. I know that. It's average time. This is lit. Like, this race is way closer, I think, than we thought it was going to be.
It is it's
it
average.
First team done?
I
thought it was average. Everybody has said average so far.
Yeah, the multi-world is last team done. It's last team done.
Or last runner done, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So Weish having trouble with this. Oh my God, both Weish. No way, Pixel got it. Weish, you had a shot.
Through. I didn't see. Did Pixel save?
I didn't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
This is kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, I don't think Pixel's very familiar with doing this Mother Brain 1 without ice either. Which is never fun.
I mean, if I'm Weish, I think giving up if you had that much trouble was the right call, but I wonder if these runners have any idea, like, exactly how close this is.
They can't. They can't know how close it is. I mean, they all know that it was a jet seed, and they know that... maybe... I don't know. This has been so fast, though. Like, lightning speed.
This is, I mean, like, the further this race has gone, the more exciting it has gotten. I was rooting for a trolley seat at first, but, like, based on the last races we've had, like, I think this is better.
Yeah.
Like, both teams routed it completely different. We're sitting here, oh my God,
okay.
Come on. Can't shoot Mother Brain. What are you doing?
Pixel is through his Mother Brain fight. Oh my goodness, Wish.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Whew. Zeb, I think I might have to agree with you right there. Weish not getting that Zeb skip, it could be it. Because if we're doing average time, it kind of, so I think it depends on just like, oh, this is going to be super close. Like, I'm glad I'm not an admin. I'm not doing any math here. Somebody just tell me who wins when it's over.
Okay, Rusty's doing like you said. He missed it, so he's just going to shoot the Zebs.
I mean, it's the quicker way, in my opinion, than waffling back and forth. I mean, this is a decently strong beam for a good runner like Rusty.
Yeah.
Oh, Tracy pointing out that Pixel's timer is 5 seconds ahead. So, yeah, this race is a little closer than it looks.
That's true.
Holy crap.
Man,
this is
they're
really
they're going to be looking at the race room times and just screaming. All of them are going to be in the escape and watching people finish.
I mean, this is what the people want to see. 4 mother brains on screen at the same time, and both of them reaching go mode in different ways. You know, similar load. I think, yeah. So what's the only difference? Ice versus speed. So this entire race was ice versus speed at the end. That's what it came down to.
That speed is huge in the escape.
It really is. But I mean, look at, so Magoo is going to do stand up here. Rusty doesn't have enough tanks to do stand up, but Rusty has speed. Magoo doesn't. Pixel's going to finish, and then Weish is going to be right behind him. Holy crap. Like, yeah. I'm so glad I stayed awake to call this race. Like, I'm so tired. I didn't nap in between races like I wanted to, you know? And I'm kind of glad this is a pet seat so I can feed my kids dinner on time. But
there you go.
Yeah, this is absolutely lit.
Did you see Magoo almost like dive right into Mother Brain just a second ago?
I did not.
Oh.
Yeah, this, you know, Storm brings up a good point. Maybe this is why Magoo went and got that West Ocean tank. Like, stand-up might be what wins this race for FrencHForCe.
I mean, stand-up, it'll save a little bit of time, but with this
without full beam, it might save 5 seconds, but still. I know, he almost got soft-locked. Diddy's having a panic attack in chat right there.
And look,
I imagine Diddy and Magoo have been friends for a very long time.
He's forcing Mother Brain to miss some shots, too. So this might have actually wasted him time doing this stand-up.
Right, so Pixel Perfect finishes with a race time of 49 minutes and 58 seconds.
Wow,
sub 50.
Sub 50. GG Pixel.
Just great movement throughout, really good choices. I think the teamwork between Shaktool's Nightmare has been absolutely outstanding. This is the second race in a row for Rusty and Pixel, and I think, Junie, you might have, you know, y'all might have made the right call for this week. They did a fantastic job for your team, although I'm very sad that there was no death to Shaktool.
I am too. I'm going to cry about it later.
There'll be a team meeting, right?
Yeah. I'll have to give him a stern talking to.
So, oh my gosh.
All right, so now we have Wish gonna be finishing up.
Yeah.
Rusty's still fighting Mother Brain 3.
So Wish finishes with a time of 50 minutes and 55 seconds. So roughly a minute away from Pixel Perfect.
Somebody's gonna have to do this math for us in the end.
Seriously. Like,
because I'm not gonna know who won. It's gonna be too close.
I think Magoo would have to beat Rusty by about a minute, and that's not gonna happen. It's only gonna be about like 20 or 30 seconds, I think.
Oh, I see. Right, because then they would be separated by the same. Yeah.
Because it's average time. So speed turned out to be more powerful than ice.
Yeah.
Super close. My goodness.
Wow. I'm going to need to know. So I still want somebody to do the math. Even if we know who won, I still want to know like how far apart that average time is. Because
so we got about like 55 to 57 seconds between Rusty and Pixel, or I'm sorry, between Wish and Pixel Perfect. And Magoo with race time GG time of 52 minutes and 7 seconds.
GG.
And then Iron Rusty is going to bring it home in fourth. Exactly 20 seconds behind Magoo.
Wow.
52
What
minutes
a
and 27
race.
seconds. So that means that Shaktool's Nightmare wins by just a shade under 40 seconds.
Oh, wow.
That was an outstanding and absolutely unbelievable match. And I am so glad that I mean, anybody who lost this race, that kind of sucks. But like, what an incredible show by both teams. G heckin' G.
For sure.
Hello.
Hello.
This race was absolutely unbelievable. You all crushed it. Holy cow.
Man, what a jet seed. Absolutely nuts. I was sweating coming into Torian because I'm like, I know that the other guys have to be like right there with us, but I didn't realize we were going to be like all four of us in Mother Brain 3 at one point. That close. That's incredible.
It was pretty outstanding. And like, I don't know if y'all had a chance to talk about it at all, but really the largest difference of anything is that FrencHForCe, y'all had ice, and Shaktool's Nightmare, y'all had speed.
Mm-hmm.
So turned out that speed was a little bit more powerful. And honestly, I think FrencHForCe, you did a few more checks here and there that Shaktool's Nightmare did not do.
Where was ice?
I jumped.
High jump boots.
As soon as we got Varia, I was like, I'm just going right down to Lower Norfair. I'm not, anything out of the way is not worth checking, so I just beelined it immediately.
Oh, funny.
Oh, man. Incredible race.
That's what we wanted to do as well, because we thought maybe Dragon was in Lower Norfair.
Mm-hmm.
And but Magoo checked high jump and found ice beam anyway, so that was a really quick seed, and I hate myself for this skip fail. It's horrible.
You should go back and watch. I was watching. Both of us were struggling.
A lot of us failed.
I lost the race. I lost the race for this. It's terrible.
I was gonna say, if you had gotten like Zeb skip on the first shot, you definitely would have won that. I could not get the stutter 3 going left for some reason. I struggle so much. I can do fast pillars like stutter 3 right, but going left for some reason, like Lava Spark, I can't do it. I don't know why. And so,
you know what the funny thing is you struggled on the speed Zeb skip. Meanwhile, we struggled on the ice Zeb skip. And you could also say that was a pivotal moment as well, because if either one of you had gotten it first time, I mean, if we should gotten it first time, that possibly could have changed the outcome of the race.
It absolutely could have.
In a race this close, any 15-second mistake is the whole difference of the race. So, I mean, it was really fun just being part of it all.
Oh, man. Nerve-wracking, for sure.
So you found speed, and I saw in the credits that speed was in right sandpit. So how did you end up getting that?
Yeah,
So-
we split up, and I went rescue. I went to Meridia while Pixel went down toward Norfair, and I was cleaning out things in Meridia, even though I didn't have a way through yet. But ended up at the aqueduct. I picked right sandpit first, found speed, signaled we should just be in go mode now, and so we went and finished the game.
Yeah, it was perfectly well timed, where before I had even gone down, he was like, all right, here's speed. I'm like, oh, perfect. That's it. That's all we need to do. And so, because I was like, I'll just do the stutter 3 skip. And so it just worked out really well that we both split up like that, because after that, I was like, I'm just going to go full clear Lower Norfair, and I'll just check for things along the way for convenience sake, but I'm not going in any extra rooms I don't have to.
And did any of you check... Sorry.
I mean, because I stopped checking Meridia when you found the Varia suits. So I did not... Oh, no, I start to... Yeah.
I mean, you checked Bubble Mama Turtle.
Yeah, I checked just Mama Turtle, but no Meridia Beach. So I won't go to... I will not go to St. Pete anyway. So yeah, what a nice play.
Well, at that point, Rusty couldn't get through Botwoon, so that was the only choice he had to do was check the pit.
Yeah,
So it's like,
figured
all
I'd
right, check
check it
right
out
pit
on the
first,
way
and then it's literally if he had just checked left pit instead, that could have potentially changed all the difference.
Yeah, that would have been a difference too, because I would have had to reset, go back, do the other pit.
Yep.
See, there's another voice. Like when it's that close, every little decision matters.
Yeah, that one.
Fun.
That could have
Story
completely
is
changed the
you
outcome as
wanted
well.
to go to the left, but you missed a jump and you fall into the
That oh, that's always the best. Trying to go to the left pit and then you end up going in right pit. Well, guess I'm going this way.
Did any of you check Wreck Chip Boss and find Ridley at first?
Yeah, I went over first. Yep,
Weesh actually did the fight without Varius suit and was successful. I was trying to will Pixel Perfect. I'm like, no, you can do this fight. Like, literally
Yeah.
go back, fill up and go back and do this fight and get it done now.
No.
So Pixel having to go back to wreck ship was another situation right there that gave Weesh a little more time to get to Turian. So that was a really neat deviation there.
I am just very apprehensive about doing a suitless Ridley fight, just because in the event that I had all 30 supers hit, so it was a super fast fight, but doing it that early on was just very scary to me. The idea of trying to do a fight that early with that little amount of ammo for me was just like, I'm probably gonna botch this and die. So I'd rather
That's
just.
okay. We'll get Kev to train you on some RBO.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's so fun, dude. Like seriously, like if I can do it, come on.
Rusty's been barking up my tree about doing RBO for a while now.
He's got the right idea. I wholeheartedly agree.
Ridley was really, really nice to me. I think I finished with I had 6 tanks and I finished with 250 energy left plus the reserve.
Oh
So
wow!
he was he just basically stood there and did nothing while I.
That was a very good fight, actually. So
Very
super job there, GG.
Oh boy!
Thank you.
GG's boys, that was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. And
That
seeing
was really cool.
seeing you finish right behind me in the done, I was like, Rusty, you need to go. You need to go right now. You gotta move.
Yeah, I was staring at the rest time chat please Rusty don't finish, please Rusty don't finish, and then you finished.
Yep.
So
That
yeah,
was so
I was
close.
like, okay, the longer you wait, the better it gets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only 20 seconds, so oh no,
yeah.
you win. Great race.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that back right now, I think.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great rewatch. I'm definitely gonna look forward to that.
I think this was one of the most exciting matches of Rando League so far, and we have had absolutely no shortage of exciting races in basically 3 weeks. And I think it made the wait worth it because this was only the second match of week 4. Everything starting very, very late schedule-wise this week. So, yeah, really, really outstanding. Definitely worth mentioning that we do have another race beginning right now on a different Speed Gaming channel, although I have no idea which one. So if somebody wants to let us know, there's that. But anybody else have anything left to say before we close down the show?
No,
Just that it was a great race. I mean,
everyone, you know.
I personally am a huge fan of getting early jet seeds where you're just go mode within 20 minutes because at that point it just comes down to pure execution. And knowing who you're going up against really puts the pressure on of I have to perform. I have to it almost turns into an any percent race at that point, which is my peak competitiveness. I love doing races like that. So I'm like, all right, I gotta hit everything. I gotta nail it. Also, the other thing that saved me routing time was when I was going to Meridia to go kill Kraid. Rusty had suggested going up Toilet to do reverse Cack Alley instead of fighting Botwoon because it would be faster. And I was originally going to go Botwoon, and he was right. It was faster because then I ended up just coming back down through, grabbing that 5th tank just in case through Aqueduct, and then scooting along. But
I'm not sure that's faster actually because we had plasma and charge and ice for Botwoon, so I'm not sure. Also, Mega was asking if he should come back from Dragon boss to Fountain boss, like from Historidia boss to Wretched boss through Forgotten Highway or not, and I wasn't sure. I said, but maybe with Space Jump and Screw Attack, it's about the same, but I don't really know.
It's close, yeah. I think with Space Jump, it's an argument, maybe.
Well,
yes.
speaking of arguments, I have to settle one thing right now, and I hate to interrupt because it's kind of off topic, but there is a lengthy debate on how to pronounce Magoo's name in the chat. So if you could, for all the fans out there, let us know exactly how we say your name, because that was a heavy debate.
I like the way you pronounce, but I would say Megu. But it sounds very French in this.
Yeah, it is French, so that's why.
Megu is
There you have it. There you have it,
Magoo.
everybody. From the
who sound is not very English.
No, absolutely great. You all are really great runners. You know, Magoo, you've been around for a really long time. I had the pleasure of racing you in the randomizer tournament that we had last summer. So really great to call a couple matches for you. Weesh, I know you're one of the developers for some of the rando stuff. I'm not as familiar with you, but super great to see you playing in this tournament. You know, Rusty and Pixel, just great to have you here. Rusty, I think I've known you. I think you started playing around the same time I have been. So it's just really great here to be here with all of you. So thank you for putting on a good show for all the fans today.
And
Thank you for having us.
Thanks a lot.
commentating.
Okay.
And thank you, Gwen and Diggy, for tracking again for both races. Appreciate it. And Judy
Oh
and
heck,
Kev
we gotta throw something in the chat there for the crew.
Yeah, thanks to the crew.
We gotta get some follows out there. I don't
Mhm.
remember how to do it, so I don't know if the commands are even working.
I've been kind of quiet here. I've just been sitting here in awe of all of you. Like this is an amazing race. All
This
four of
was
you just
hot.
executing.
truly.
Oh my goodness. So
It was definitely faster than the practice seed you sent us yesterday.
Oh, that
my
practice seed was terrible.
I mean, did y'all like this better than the seed you ran earlier? I think Magoo is probably a whole lot happier with this seed than the one he had to race earlier today.
Yes.
yeah. I learned a lot from the previous one, so I'm not so disappointed.
I did not have to fight Spore Spawn this time.
It's bad.
Diddy says yes.
Indeed.
Well, everybody. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Without anything else, I think it's time to close down the show. So everybody can go check out the race that is going on right now on Speed Gaming 2. So thank you, runners, and Junie, 2 back-to-back comms I got to do with you today. I've been wanting to do commentary with you for a really long time. It was really great when you jumped into the fold and started doing commentary at the Rando tournament we had this summer. So absolutely wonderful to work with you today. You have anything to say before I close this down?
no, I think you've said it all. Just likewise, I'm glad we got to do this together. Hopefully we get to do some more.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
All right, that being said, I love you all. Take care and see you next mission.
Catch you later.
Bye.